honor of co-presenting with one of my mentors, Mr. Julian Doan, who has been a top leader in the industry, but he's also been, a celebrity fitness trainer. You may have seen some of his workouts on Lululemon or Meta or Rumble Boxing. And, I love his story because he knew that his body had an expiration date. And so he knew he wanted to re-enter the industry. And it would take something big to get his attention. And that's just exactly what Riman did. What makes this so unique? What is pulling so many big industry leaders into Riman, what they're seeing with this opportunity? And I actually heard about this through a friend of mine who's like an industry insider. And she called me and she said, Bree, there is a company that did $2.5 billion in one country, and it just came to North America. And so, of course, when I heard that, it did pique my interest because the dream is to get in with a startup, but 95% of startups fail. They are very risky. So the fact that you could partner with a brand that's like getting first movers advantage in North America, in the Philippines without the risk was very intriguing to me. So, Julian, say hello and tell us a little bit about what makes Korea so special in the skincare industry.
Awesome. Well, first and foremost, Brianna, thank you for that wonderful introduction. And, we already said a lot of great things about Brianna, but Brianna has been trained by some of the best. I mean, I'm pretty sure you heard of names of like Tony Robbins. She's spoken on stages with legends in the industry, Jerson and Carissa. Like, this is the Avengers team. So you're at the right place at the right time. But let's go ahead and talk about the company. So Riman was established in South Korea in 2018. And just like Brianna said, in the first several years, we did $3 billion in revenue, right? That's a B with a billion. And they became the number one rated K beauty brand in all of South Korea. And when we say we're number one, here's what we mean. Out of all the Korean skincare products in Korea, we are the number one exported product, in the country, which is huge. And just to give you an idea what that looks like, they sold over 40 million bottles in its first several years. You see, Korea is a small country. There's only 55 million people. And imagine selling 40 million bottles to 55 million people. Now, why are we excited about the Philippines? Well, the population of the Philippines is 113 million, more than double the size of Korea. So imagine what we can do here. So just like what Brianna said, first movers advantage, right? With the appeal of a startup, you have the excitement of a brand new company entering the Philippines to be able to market first, right? Be first to market, but you don't have to worry because you're backed up by $1 billion company with years of experience. So super excited to have you guys take a look at this.
Yeah, I think something that's really interesting about this, especially with how they go into a market, you heard Julian say they did research on the top markets worldwide, and the Philippines is in the top five in demand for K-beauty. Well, what they did is when they enter a market, they do it right. And instead of just paying the insurance to become a bonded company, which is what most companies, because it's no risk to them, they decided to do things differently. And they actually paid $250,000 to become a foreign owned entity in the Philippines. And none have done this in the last 15 years. So they really show their commitment. They are also showing their commitment with the corporate office that's going in soon, right, Julian?
So we're gonna have a corporate office in Makati, Manila. It's gonna be very, very beautiful, right? You can place orders directly there. You can will call and pick up orders there as well. And what's exciting is this is gonna be a great hub that you can actually utilize to support you in building your business, right? Whether it's having a headquarters so you can film content, right? Do live Zooms, do corporate meetings, meet with the general manager. We even are going to have a K pop-up room where you can actually demo the products in a separate training facility room that you can host for your orientations and overviews as well. And again, we're going to be shipping from local warehouses, so that's going to be super exciting. And what I love the most about the corporate office is also how well designed it's going to be, right? We got some of the best designers from all around the world, designers that worked on Prada stores to design our company. And one of the things you're going to notice is that we're blending the innovation of Korean wellness products, skincare products, but also with the luxury and the desire of French design. So it's going to be incredibly beautiful, and it's going to be a great resource for you to go out there and build the business. And again, it's huge because most companies who go into the Philippines, what happens? They say, hey, let's see how the market does first. What we want to do is show a sign of good faith and invest in the country before we even signed up a single person. And that just shows our commitment to the people of the Philippines.
Yep. So we kind of talked about the demand, how they have very high demand, but what you may not realize is $1.32 billion is spent every single year on skincare, and a third of that is spent on Korean skincare. Right now, timing is everything in direct sales. Think of timing to direct sales like location is to real estate. And globally, the search for Korean skincare is up over 350%. It's a $13 billion industry. And over the next few years, it's going to more than double to over $30 billion. So the fact that you can share or link or sell a product for products that people are already searching for anyways that are trending on Google, trending on TikTok, that can put a lot of cash in your pocket.
Awesome. So YK Beauty, right? Well, the big thing is this. All around the world, everybody knows that Korean skincare is a gold standard when it comes to skincare. Why? Because they're blending clean and gentle ingredients, right? Plant-based technology, right? Infusing with the microfluidizer. And so what happens is you have the affordability, you have the luxury, and you have the quality all wrapped into one. And not only that, but for those of you in the Philippines, you already know how big the K movement is, right? The number one movie on Netflix right now, K-pop Demon Hunters, number one TV show, Squid Games, and the number one song on the billboards is actually a song from K-pop Demon Hunters as well. And so now the whole world is being exposed to the K movement, right? Asian countries, we've been associated for so long, but now it's such a global phenomenon. And when people are exposed to Korean celebrities, they're exposed to Korean beauty standards. And what happens is now they're chasing that same look, right? And we're offering the quality product. So it's huge.